today I'm super pumped. I'm gonna get to try out the new Echo weed eater. It's the SRM-3020T. This thing cost me 430 bucks and I literally bought it about 2 or 3 hours ago. The specific string that I'm gonna be running is Black Diamond Premium Trimline 0.095 inch, 1,394 feet long. It's this big old giant roll. Pretty awesome. I picked this up for, I think after tax, it was $75. I'm also gonna be running the premium fuel in it. Echo Red Armor fuel, 50 to 1. Can't remember how much I paid for this. Anyway, I've never used this weed eater before. I've just primarily used stills throughout my whole life. And I'm really excited to try this thing out. It's super light, and we'll see how it does on this bank. But before we start out, there's tons of poison ivy on this little slope that I'm gonna be on. So, I gotta suit up. Let's get to work.
If you can get over the fact that you look like a total psychopath when you're wearing these disposable paint suits, they're actually a really good thing to weed eat in whenever you got a lot of poison ivy that you're about to go into. This is the overall weed length I'm up against for the majority of this job. In the first half of this weed eating session here, it was a lot flatter and it gets steeper as I go along.
Alright, about 7 minutes in, I'm pretty impressed. It's definitely having no trouble getting through all this stuff right here. I'm about 1/4 of the way through. Unfortunately, we can't get a mower on this to mow it, just out of the risk of potentially falling off this cliff here into this creek. So weeding is the only option. So we're always looking for the machine that has the best efficiency when it comes to weight and cutting speed. And it's looking like this Echo, so far, along with this string combination, is really knocking it out of the park. All right, I'm gonna get this other little section right here, and it's onto the more slanted and graded stuff, which will really benefit me using this Echo because it's so light and it's cutting so good. Let's get back to it.
If I was using a cheapy string, this whole weed eating session would have taken a whole lot longer, because I would have been filling up the weed eater at least a time or two with new string due to it continually breaking. However, I was really impressed with this Black Diamond string from Echo. Having the twisted edges made for some really quick cutting. Even when I hit big thorn bushes like on the sides of these rocks, the string held out great, and I didn't have to fill up the weed eater with string at all, and I'd say I was weed eating for a solid 45 minutes to an hour.
I'm really liking this thing.
Alright, now we're on to the second section of the job, and as you can see, the Echo is handling it no problem. I mentioned earlier that this part of the yard is definitely more of a bank and completely unlevel. However, the light weight of the Echo made walking up and down the inclined area a breeze, and I ended up knocking this out in no time at all. In this section of the video, you'll see me throw my arm over my head a couple of times. What I was actually doing was picking up sticks that had fallen off the tree. I just didn't want to hit them with a weed eater.
And just like that, so it took me about an hour. End up getting all this done here. Heck of a workout. And this weed eater, I'm telling you, it's a heck of a weed eater. If you're in the market or thinking about getting a new one, SRM, pull my fall off this cliff. SRM-3020T. Telling you, 430 bucks. It's the best 430 bucks I've spent. I'm not saying that I really like weed eating, but using this weed eater makes it a little less cumbersome. I'm gonna put this weed eater through some different tests as well. All right, if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. And as always, have a good one. Thanks for watching, everybody.